In this video today we're going to cover hamstrings and how it relates to your low back pain. If you have tight hamstrings, it might look something like this, where you have this flat lower back and maybe upper rounded shoulders. So tight hamstrings, what happens is if you have tight hamstrings, it posteriorly tilts your pelvis. In other words, your pelvis gets tilted backwards, and this causes a flattening of your lower back. In real life it looks something like this, that if you have really tight hamstrings, and if you were to try and stand with your legs straight, keeping your knees straight and bending over, what's going to happen is you're going to see this flat lower spine and excessive rounding of your upper back because you're trying to reach and touch your toes. So this can lead to pain, obviously, in your lower back. So hamstring flexibility does play a role as far as relating to low back pain. So the reason for this, in your lower back you have a huge amounts of different structures. You have lumbar discs, you have nerves that enter and exit the vertebrae between the discs, so it can put excessive forces due to muscle imbalances on your lower spine. So it is important to work on hamstring flexibility, not excessively, but having an adequate amount. So here are a couple of suggestions to work on hamstring flexibility. First type of stretch that you can use is a contract relax stretch. You can just grab a yoga strap or something, or even a belt that you tie a loop on the end, hook it around your foot. What you do is keep the opposite leg straight, and you just, with fairly straight knees, you pull it up towards your chest. When you feel a stretch in the back of your legs, you can go ahead and push against the yoga strap like you're trying to straighten out your knee or bring your leg back to the other leg on the floor, but you resist that movement, so in effect your leg is not moving downwards. So you do this for about 5 seconds. After that, you go ahead and just relax your leg and you pull up a little further, and you can repeat this maybe 5 times. This is called a contract and relax stretch, and you can do this on both sides. The idea is that after maximal contraction, as you're pushing your leg down, as you relax, you're able to pull your leg up a little further. This is a nice dynamic balance stretch. It increases the blood flow and increases the flexibility in the muscle tissue very nicely. Another stretch that I like is an active movement stretch and strengthening stretch. This stretch is very simple to do. You can grab a barbell, a broomstick, or a couple of dumbbells, and what you do is you keep your knees straight, and at your hips you hinge forward, keeping your back straight, trying to maintain an arch in your lower spine, and you just go down as you just run the weight or the broomstick or a dowel just along your legs down towards the floor until you feel a nice strong stretch in your hamstrings. At that point, you go ahead and try and lift yourself up. Lift yourself up by contracting your glutes and your hamstring muscles. So you're not lifting with your upper body, you're lifting with this portion of your back. This will not only strengthen your hamstring muscles, but it will increase the hamstrings very dynamically. Last hamstring type of exercise is active hamstring curls. Don't do this if you have back pain. You might want to work your way into this, but if you have some sort of physio ball, just digging both heels onto the ball, maintaining a posterior pelvic tilt in your pelvis. In other words, you're tightening up your ab muscles and you're tilting your pelvis posteriorly or backwards. Maintaining that posterior tilt, you just you pull your heels up to your buttocks and then just slowly lower them out straight. You try and get your knees fairly straight when you push the ball away from you, but you're just moving it back and forth, small oscillations, 10 to 20 repetitions, and you can do this until you feel your hamstrings fatigue. So those are some hamstring flexibility and strengthening ideas that you can work on. Again, please, if you have any pain, don't do these exercises. Check with a physical therapist or medical doctor before attempting them. We have some more helpful tips and information over at physicaltherapytv.com/free low back pain.html. and you can get some free information there if you are dealing with low back pain at the moment. Thank you so much for watching this video.